Hey all, how's it going? Brad here, and we're playing World of Warcraft Shadowlands, and I'm continuing on my Horde Hunter, and we are in Revendreth, and we are helping out the Court of Harvesters, which is the Venthyr Covenant in the zone, and we're continuing with the campaign. So we left off right here where I finally met Renathal, and we actually talked to his minions and stuff. So now we're in basically the Covenant Hall for the Court of Harvesters, even though I haven't joined the court yet. It's part of the campaign story. But let's get started right away.
Welcome,
get going.
my fellow doomed friend.
Sentry Surgeon Athreus must be stopped. The anime he is stealing from the Shadowlands is weakening the bonds that seal the jailer within the maw. That must not happen. Time is short, so we must strike quickly. I would like for you to head up to the surface, into that accursed light. And, oh, the word light is capitalized. Interesting. And align as many mirrors as you can to find the focusing mirror atop the portcullis. We will shine a light on Castle Nathria, so bright no Venthyr will wish to step forth from the fortress to challenge us. Use the mirrors atop Sinfall to seal the gates of Castle Nathria.
We face the unending, undefeatable, undefiable darkness.
Alright, so we're headed upstairs. Okay, normally this whole area out here, if you choose the Court of Harvesters to be your covenant, this whole area out here is where you have parties for socialites and common people and stuff like that. It's part of your, you don't have to do it, but if you do want the one of the covenant armor sets, the cosmetic armor sets, you do need to do this. You do need to do the court parties. You don't have to. But it's worth doing if you want the gear, if you want the cosmetic items. Okay, so all these mirrors are spread out all over the place here. These were used against us previously, but now we're using them to defend ourselves, basically. Actually, it's probably best if I go up the tower first. I'm going to go up the tower and go to the very first mirror. So you can see them all here. There's a mirror there. If you're watching this on desktop, you'll be able to see it more clearly. And there's two up there, and then a large one in the middle, one down here, and there's one up in this tower as well. Oh, there's one down here too. Actually, might as well get that one since it's over here. Yeah. Okay, so there isn't a mirror up there. There was a mirror up there before, but it looks like I don't have to worry about that mirror. So it looks like it's just these three up there plus the large mirror, this one right here. So I just have to work my way up the wall, and there's probably going to be enemies in the way. So it's just a matter of getting up there. I think I got them all. I just have to get these three over here. And then I'm going to have to run back up this wall. Because one of them I have to jump off the wall to get to. Okay, so I do have to come back up here and talk to him, but I have to deal with these mirrors first. I was going to pick the Wild Hunt for this guy, but I think I'm going to make him Bastion instead. Because I've got a Hunter in the Wild Hunt already. Oh shit, I missed. Well, that's not good. There doesn't seem to be a way to just climb up there. You have to jump down. It's a weird place for a mirror either way. Alright, so maybe I'll go over here and drop onto the mirror. Oh shit. Oh my god, I missed it again. How infuriating. It's a really stupid place to have a mirror. In my specific character, I have like a natural speed boost where I can run faster. So that's also causing issues of me trying to anticipate where I'm going to fall. So I think I'm just going to try jumping down on it. Normally I just cut this out, but I'm just going to show you how frustrating it can get when you're playing this game. It's like that mirror should not be there unless there's a stairwell to it. Like, seriously. Because they're basically forcing you to fall off the wall, adjust the mirror, then you have to run all the way back around just to get back up here. It's silly. All right. Okay, everything looks good. Yeah, so after you grab that mirror, you gotta run all the way around again. It's a waste of time. Like, it really is. So Sire Denathrius, even though he's evil, he's still, apparently, I guess he's still vulnerable to light because the Venthyr are made from him, so I guess it makes sense.
Darkest greetings, more.
That should buy us some time and carve us a bit of a path, now to take advantage of the situation. Once more, unto the fangs of death himself, sword drawn, peace with oblivion made, let us meet death together and bring him low. Be sure you are prepared for a sustained assault, for once we reveal ourselves, there will be no stopping. When you are ready, direct the focal mirror at the gates of Castle Nathria. Let us descend upon our burning enemies with the ferocity and swiftness of action.
We are doomed.
Begin the assault.
But not.
So here we go. So these are all Sire Denathrius' minions.
Come, Warwalker. Come. Gather up as much of this animal as you can. This might find in his temple, but to strengthen you for the battle to come. We are going to use the anima Denathrius stole against him.
All right, so I'm about half full. So Castle Denathria is right there, or Castle Nathria is right here.
Master turned my entire army to stone. The wave of his hand will need these soldiers. Denathrius is not the only threat we will need to face. Find enough anima to awaken as many of the Stoneborn as you can.
Okay, so we have to go after as much of the Stoneborn, and they're going to be leaving pools of blood behind them as well, or anima. So this will eventually become a world quest that you can do. Okay, 3 of 6 are awakened. Have to find more. Let's mount up. Get around faster that way. Unlike most NPCs as well, these guys do a lot of damage. All right, where's the other ones? I'm missing one. Oh, there it is.
The castle is not our objective. Rally at Dominant's gate. This was once the muster field for the Stone Legion. Watch the skies, for they are watching us.
Okay, so there's tons of Stone Legion in the air. I'm gonna keep running.
Meet death with dignity.
I just have to reach the menagerie, which is right down here.
Draven, do not make me destroy you.
If you ever cared for me, then trust me now and stand down. We do not stand down. We do as we are ordered. Chrysaor, you to take my place.
Quickly, more Walker. While Draven keeps them distracted, we must gather as much anima as we can if we are to face Denathrius.
Hello. You need to wait your turn.
All right, so we have to go and grab these. Looks like we have to kill these guys. God, this guy's got a lot of hit points. Wow. All right, now we're good.
Who's coming?
Restrain yourself, Ramon. This is Breath. We do not butcher. We educate.
We educate. So we're basically clearing the path for Renethal and robbing them of their anima. So it's a twofold operation, basically.
Sharp point.
They are of no consequence. They will see the futility of the rebellion soon.
Gather what anima you can, and then we move on to Natrius.
Prepare yourself for defeat!
All right, now we have to find an easy way to get across the bridge. There's no enemies on this bridge. The other bridge had 2 or 3 enemies. So I'm going to take this bridge instead. Miskia. So this is the courtyard outside the very first raid in this expansion. So Castle Nathria is right behind us. Let's go, Renethal.
Come closer, my new
You
friend.
feel it? The shift in order? Something is happening. We must move swiftly. 3 harvesters and a Mawwalker infused with the raw power of anima from the many realms of the Shadowlands against one Lord of Death, whose dominion we stand upon the precipice of. Let us face this dread together.
I look.
This was your valiant last stand? For so very long, you've punished arrogant souls. But instead of learning from their suffering, you've become one of them. You just needed to obey. How fortunate you are to witness the splendor of what is about to unfold. Every precious drop of anima, so painstakingly wrung from the tortured souls of lesser beings, now paves the path for the banished one to reclaim what was his. And once his liberation is secured, it shall be by his will that all is washed away. The only power that will emerge from this torrent of change is death. Death and those who shaped its victory.
Someone will stop you, Denathrius. Even if I...
Do not speak. Observe. Remember this lesson.
Very climactic. So we were knocked out as well. I guess while we were attempting to help him, it was Renathal who was supposed to challenge him. We were supposed to carve a path forward. And we ended up getting knocked out as a result. All right. I'm still down the floor. There we go.
Hello, Maul.
That's an upgrade. All right. Renathal struggles to speak, his wounds evident. I knew Denathrius had hoarded anima, but this is beyond imagining. The jailer will surely use this power to shatter his bonds. Should he break free of the maw, all the realms of death will fall. We must continue to press the fight against Denathrius. Alas, we cannot hope to succeed alone. Return to Oribos with Draven and speak to the honored voice, Talinara. Tell her of what you have seen this day and implore her to action.
The war grows, surging with this flood of anima. I fear nothing will stop the jailer from breaking free.
Denathrius is surely gathering his forces inside Castle Nathria. Unchecked, his loyalists will soon overwhelm us.
We must rally the harvesters at Sinform while this mortal returns to Oribos. They must be told what transpired here.
I shall escort the Maw-Walker, my prince. Come, mortal. The master must be stopped. My kind require...
So the funny thing I noticed about this when I did this on a whole bunch of characters before this is he literally will fly through this whole zone to get me back to Oribos instead of doing like a cut screen or a cutscene or a load screen. He literally will fly the whole way.
Why would anyone walk anywhere? Remember, a safe flight is...
So they try to not leave their realms, basically. Because Oribos technically isn't for them. But he could have just flown me to the nearest flight point, and I could have just gone from there. But I think while you're doing the story in this, it's maybe unexpected that you'll have all the flight points. But I actually explored, so I have all the flight points in the area. I might as well fix my gear since I got a new chest piece.
Stop! Browse!
Smell.
Smell. Beware of Yeti!
Hear the words of the Arbiter.
We have sensed something horrific has happened. Quickly, tell me everything. It is good you have returned safely from Revendreth. We sensed a betrayal that has shifted the infinite threads of fate. The maw surges with power. We must know the cause.
Blessed be her voice.
Denathrius caused the anima drought, and has fed his vast stores into the maw. He is in league with the jailer.
Purpose save us all. It is worse than we could have imagined.
It seems the jailer has been pulling the strings of fate on our world as well.
Honored voice, the Eternal Ones have summoned you to the Arbiter's chamber.
Then I must answer their call. Come with me, Maw-Walker. Perhaps they can guide our path. Cardelen, bring the Covenant representatives to the Enclave. After the Mortal and I have finished, we will convene with you there. With her voice, have I spoken.
Blessed be her voice.
As the Arbiter's voice, I heed the call of the Eternal Ones. How may I serve?
The maw grows, surging with power. How did this come to pass?
The evil we believed forever bound has conspired to distract and divide us. The Primus realized the truth, but his warning came too late. I fear he paid a grave price for this march.
You speak for Revendreth. Where is your sire? Where is our brother, Denathrius?
My sire has betrayed us all. The drought was his doing. He stole the very lifeblood of our realms, starving his own people. And yours as well. When his lies were exposed, Denathrius unleashed his vast coffers of anima into the maw to fuel the might of his true master.
Long ago, we stood as one to imprison that monster. With the Primus gone, and Denathrius a traitor, our pantheon has been broken, and doom comes for the Shadowlands.
There is yet hope. This mortal saved me from the maw, and revealed the sire's treachery.
They aided my forest as well. Their kind has shown great potential. If focused, it could turn the tide in our favor.
Agreed. For the good of the Shadowlands, each mortal must choose a covenant.
And when our realms have regained their strength, we will stand together against the darkness.
I will see it done, Eternal Ones. With her voice have I spoken. Come, mortal. The hour of decision is at hand. What news do you bring?
Each covenant is vital to the Shadowlands. Though they often seem at odds with one another, this too is part of the purpose. All the covenants need to grow strong to face the threat of the jailer, but your efforts cannot be divided. They must be focused upon a single path. Other mortals may have a different choice. This time, the time has come for you to take a side. Speak to your allies, then make your choice at the map of the Shadowlands before me. So I already know what I want.
Judged fairly.
But I do have to talk to them first. But I'm going to pick Bastion.
You wish to be of service?
I think the gear looks amazing, and I want my guy to have this gear.
Wisdom guide your path.
So each one of them, they'll show you the gear, the skills. Like you get a couple of skills, it'll tell you the people that you soulbind with. Stuff like that. His gear looks good here too. But I already have a hunter that's a Night Fae. And if it's this is Revendreth.
Welcome to the rebellion.
I have a shaman, and they have that arrow I was using causes a dot to be put on any enemy you hit them with. And the Necrolords. I already have a hunter for the Necrolords as well on the Alliance side. So I'm going to go with Bastion because I don't have a male armor wearer on Bastion's side yet. And the armor looks really good. Like, I really like this armor. So I'm going to go with Bastion. And I've always played this character in like a noble way. And I find the Kyrians very noble.
Come forth and be judged.
You have chosen well. The Kyrians have long ferried souls across the Vale into the Shadowlands, ensuring a steady supply of anima for all the realms. This sacred purpose must be kept strong. Speak to the Palmark, address these, and begin your future with your covenant.
With her voice have I spoken.
Do you need a task?
You'll be well at home among the Kyrian, brother. Well, we welcome your aid. The Archon was so confident in this outcome that she has arranged a grand reception for you in honor of your efforts against the Maldraxxus incursion into our realm. For now, all you must do is journey to the seat of the Eternal Hymns. I shall meet you there.
Proceed with courage.
It'd be nice if they actually teleported me there. But they want me to fly.
What do you seek?
What do you seek?
Keep.
Okay, so once you chose your covenant, your quest will change based on which covenant you choose. You end up having to go immediately to that covenant hall in the zone of your choice. So it's either the Court of Harvesters, the Wild Hunt, which is the Court of Harvesters is the Venthyr, they're like the vampires. The Wild Hunt is the Night Fae. They're like the forest people, very druidic. The Kyrian are the Ascended. They're kind of like the closest you would get to like angelic. And then the Undead Army is Maldraxxus. And yeah, they're all just undead everything. So if you ever see anybody, if you're ever watching any of the videos of people playing Shadowlands, if you see them walking around with like giant undead guys with them, even if they are like a Death Knight who has minions, undead minions already, if they're walking around with like a big abomination following them around, they're typically part of the undead army, because the undead army actually gets a stitch shard, and you can actually stitch together these different undead, and then you take them out on quests. It's actually very fun. Every week you get a quest from each of the ones that you've built. You get a quest for them, and it's usually like it's like a treasure hunt almost, but not quite. All right, among the Kyrian, it looks like I have to... It looks like I have to run the last bit of the way.
The Forsworn seek to eliminate one of our strongest defenders.
So these are just the world quests that are going on right now, but I'm going to skip them for now. Usually I stop to help him. I don't like the poor guy being attacked. He's like such a noble guardian. This is still by far one of my favorite zones. I must admit, Revendreth is still my favorite, just because it's like vampires and like kind of like a little bit Victorian Gothic sort of thing. Bastion is definitely my second, and Ardenweald is my third, because of like the whole forest nature, pixie fae sort of thing. I love that. And Maldraxxus, it's okay. It's not horrible, but I love the mechanics of the Maldraxxus. I love the mechanics of the undead army. Like the stitch art and everything is so much fun.
I am glad you arrived safely. You have questions?
Though the path you follow is not that of the traditional Ascended, it is a Kyrian path all the same. To follow it is to bask in the footsteps of innumerable lives before us, forever in service to a good far greater than we can achieve alone. To join us amidst such strife is an accomplishment worthy of recognition. Our Archon has called all among us to join her in welcoming you to our ranks.
You are seen.
I'm ready.
In this moment we shall...
Oh, I have to follow him. Oops. I have to walk with him.
The Moorwalker has... They have chosen to join our vaunted ranks to help us reclaim our realm. Behold our glorious Archon, she who was ancient when this realm was young.
Step forward. Face your fellow Kyrian, so they may welcome you as one of their own. This mortal has not been long upon our path, but their strides have echoed throughout the halls of the Ascended. In service to our cause, they have defended our temples against invasion, exposed the traitor to Nathrius, and braved the terrors of the Moor itself. On this day, we welcome them into our sacred covenant. Together, we will restore peace and order to this realm. Glory to Bastion!
So cool.
These brave souls are your kin now, Maw Walker. Welcome. By the Archon's grace.
One more step yet remains before your initiation is complete. You must now enter Elysian Hold, entryway to the rest of the spires of Ascension, and the vantage point from which the Ascended safeguard Bastion and our aspirants in training. Once there, we shall ensure you are fully acquainted with the Hold's offerings. Since you lack wings, I shall escort you there.
We all serve a greater
I'm ready.
good. Elysian Hold was built by the Archon to serve as our Covenant's base of operations. With the Jailer's allies encroaching on all sides, we must make full use of its resources. Bask in the glory of Elysian Hold. Magnificent, is it not? Much remains to be done to ready ourselves for action across the Shadowlands. What troubles you?
Okay, I already know my way around the Covenant, so I don't have to go through it again. And this will change basically to each different person that chooses one. It'll change.
Go in service.
So I'm going to skip this part because it doesn't really... it's more associated specifically with Covenants. So we're going to end this video here, which is almost an hour anyway. We're going to end this video here, and the very next video we're going to have is the assaulting Castle Nathria, which is going to be the raid. And we're going to go through, which is naturally where we're going to progress, right? So we're going to go through, and I'm going to use, since this guy still needs to gear up, I'm going to be using my Warlock for that. And we'll be going through each of the 4 wings on LFR, which is looking for raid. So it's like the lowest tier level. But with that, we are done. Thank you very much for watching, and I hope to see you in the next video. If you like this video, please hit the like button, and don't forget to subscribe for more videos. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.